everybody, and welcome to the TRWC Tailgate Party. I am your host, Majestic Marie, alongside Mr. Ray All Day. Hello, sir. You are
Boom.
ready to go. You
I
are
am
ready to
ready to
go.
go.
Well, I
Ready?
have unfortunate news for you.
Yes.
Right when you think it's going to happen, Eddie Kingston's going to come out hobbling on his crutches, going to get in John Moxley's face saying, "Man, what are you doing to AEW? What are you doing?" And he's going to get hit in the face.
Yeah, 100%. And I see it. I foresee it happening. He's going to come in and say, "Mox, why?" And he's going to be like, "Shut up." Boom. And I'm like, all right, tell me what you want. And I'm going to cry. This is going to be awful.
And then 20 minutes later, Adam Cole, and you're like, 20 minutes!
I know! No, it'll be like the next segment. It won't even be 20 minutes. It'll be the next segment. Backstage, MJF will be pounding on him and throwing him into the garage door. I'm like, no! No! Why? No! This is not what we talked about, Adam. Come on.
It's hilarious. It's so fun.
Hilarious.
Man, I was rolling on the floor last week because I was like, okay, I was telling my husband, and ironically, his name is Adam too. And I said, Adam, I have to watch. I know we have this thing where every night in October we've been watching a Halloween movie, but tonight we're going to have to just watch 2 tomorrow because tonight I have to watch Dynamite. I have to see if Adam Cole finally gets kicked in the face or not. And he still didn't take a bump. It's just like, I'm still alive. I'm alive.
And Adam Cole's on stage and he's talking, and my wife was saying something. I was like, shh. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, be quiet. I got to see if this is going to happen. She's like, what's going to happen? I see didn't even get kicked. Come on.
Nothing.
Nothing. I was like, talking? I'm like, come on, dude. He looks good, though.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like he's had some milk and some vitamins. I'm like, okay.
Well, I don't want to rip too much on Adam Cole. I know we have been, but there is actually a reason why he's been out for so long. Apparently, he needed a bone transplant in his ankle instead of putting a metal plate in his ankle, which would have limited his range of motion and his ability and his range of motion in his foot, and would have really prevented him from moving his foot the way that it should. Someone donated, someone had died and their family members donated his ankle bone to this person's ankle bone to Adam Cole. This was in his article with Sports Illustrated this week. So I'm not going to rip too much more on Adam Cole about being gone for so long because he had a very extensive surgery. It was way more serious than we thought, where he actually had to have a transplant from a different person as an ankle bone. So
okay, no, it makes sense. This month, Sports Illustrated?
Yeah.
I got to read this. Okay.
Yeah. I'll send you the link. It's really fascinating. So we're happy about Adam Cole. Wow, and modern medicine, the genius of modern medicine, it blows my mind sometimes with what they can do to help people. It's incredible.
Incredible. 100%. Like, wow. That's awesome.
Shane says he didn't even know that was possible. Me neither until I read this.
You preach, brother. I had no idea.
And our good friend Erica is here, and she's saying hello.
Hey, Erica, how are you?
And my good friend Scott Larson from #Truth. I don't know if his show is still going on, but he had a podcast called #Truth for a little while. Love Scott. Watch it with your own discretion, Scott. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, but we're here anyway.
Yeah, I ride with it one way or the other.
And Ryan is here as well. Man, we got a crowd today.
There you go.
Ray, look at us.
What's going on?
I feel bad for Cole because he just started a great program and then bam. Yeah, exactly.
100%. Exactly. I agree with you, Ryan. But he's back. By the way, I like the shirt. Boom.
Yes, and our AEW Collision reporter is in the building. Thank you so much, Timothy.
Thank God.
For being here. I know a little bit about what happened because Alora watched Collision, and she told me all about it last night on our podcast, so go
Oh,
play.
wow. Okay.
So, let's go ahead and take care of the business. Make sure you guys follow the Real Wrestling Community on Facebook. They're nice enough to let us have a platform. So go check them out if you wish. We're not holding any guns to anybody's head, but if you want to check them out, go check them out. And they're nice enough to let us to use their platform. And without further ado, it's very fitting because of tonight's main event on AEW Dynamite, and we will get to that shortly. We will have the Briscoe brothers, like always, get us all hyped up for the show.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
Love them.
Love
them. And apparently something happened to Hologram. I didn't read anything. What happened to
Tim had mentioned to me, he messaged me, and I think he got hurt at the last pay-per-view, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
That's sad for him.
Yeah, because he had the jetpack on him.
Yeah, he was flying, boy. This guy was going to the roof. I was like, okay.
And our good friend Christine is here, and she's saying hello. How Alora is doing well. We actually had a show last night on Peaches and Power Bombs. If you guys want to go check out the replay, it was a lot of fun, and definitely missed having her on Peaches and Power Bombs for sure. All right, so let's get started.
Yes.
Let's start with something not bad. Not my favorite people in the world, but that doesn't mean that is bad. We have a trios match with the Elite, and that means Jack Perry and the Young Bucks versus Private Party and Daniel Garcia. I am not the biggest Young Bucks fan. I'm going to be honest. I always say that. I'm not. But
we have something in
this
common.
actually makes sense. They're doing something that makes sense. So I am not going to rep on this at all because we are finally making sense on this show.
God forbid, this is actually a storyline. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Did I say the S word? Oh my God. Wow. I never thought I'd be saying the S word on the tailgate party, but yes, this is actually a storyline. Like, wow.
Oh yeah, that S word. I thought you meant the other one. I was like, no, Ray, no.
No, I can't believe a storyline. Actually build 2 words, the S word and the B word, a build up and a storyline. This is incredible. I love it.
I do too.
Deserves it. Private Party is excellent. I think they're a great tag team.
If this was me and they have the next pay-per-view is Full Gear, right? In November. I would actually have Private Party and Daniel Garcia win this match. I don't know if that's what they're going to do because it looks like, not only is Private Party trying to go after the Young Bucks for another shot at the tag team titles, but Daniel Garcia is probably going after Jack Perry for the TNT Championship, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to keep building that momentum up for all 3 of these individuals in their separate little storylines with the Elite, I would actually have them win this match. There's no title on the line, so no one really looks all that bad or anything yet if you're not ready. And this would just give them another step up. They're also in that weird thing with Moxley and his crew, though. So will they get involved? Is there going to be a lot of shenanigans?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, Daniel Garcia needs the push. Private Party is made all this noise. To have them just fizzle out so early doesn't make sense. So I agree that I wouldn't be surprised if they won this match.
Mm-hmm.
It builds them up for title shots, both of them respectively. And I don't know what angle they're doing with the Elite, and I don't know if you still call them the BCC, but Moxley's gang.
I don't know. I've been calling it, I don't know.
Connection? I don't know. But whatever this group is called, the Moxie faction, whatever you want to call it, if they're going to get involved, then hey, I don't know which angle we're going to go with that, but I'm excited though. I'm excited for Private Party. I've been big avid fans of them for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're incredible, and they have a lot of charisma. They always get the the um the crowd going. I don't know if I told this story about when I went to Dynamite back in July, the very end of July,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad's neighborhood kids went with us. They live right next door, and they've kind of been their I don't know, uh almost like grandparent figures to them. So they went with us because they love wrestling, but they've never seen AEW before. So they didn't, besides the people who used to be in WWE, they had never seen anybody on AEW. They don't know who MJF is. They never know who Ospreay is. And it's funny because there was a ton of talent on that show that night. There was Will Ospreay, there was Bryan Danielson, there was MJF, there was Chris Jericho. You know, out of all of these people that they had really never seen, and how what we as AEW fans really hype up and look at, the people they like the most was Private Party, who showed up on Rampage and did a tag team match over there. And I'm like, really? Private Party? And they were like, yeah, they were like getting y'all, going like this, shots, and getting everybody revved up. And they had a lot of energy. And even after that long show, they still had a lot of energy and brought the crowd up. And those boys, they just loved them. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay.
Okay. Well, hey. Good taste. They're very energetic guys.
If you want to test to see who's got a lot of potential, look at who people have if they've never seen the product before, who are they paying attention to? There's a great indication on how good you're doing.
100%. I feel like that. Yeah. If you get someone that's innocent, that has no idea who anybody is, and that's who they gravitate towards, that's a good sign.
Yeah. 16 comments. Wow. I'll try my best here, guys. I'll pick a few out. I'm not going to be able to get to all of these. Shane says that Private Party and Garcia need a win, as bad as the Cowboys.
No, we got to win this week. Don't promise. San Francisco's depleted. I'll take that victory no matter what. I don't care. Don't worry.
Oh, and I'm going to say that I send my condolences. I am really sorry about the Mets.
Thank you. That was awful, but it was okay.
I still think it's rigged so they could get a West Coast versus the East Coast.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's so rigged. So rigged. I hope the Dodgers get swept.
I was like, I hate to cheer for the Yankees, but I don't know.
It's like, would I rather get cavity filled or a root canal? I'm like, which is less painful? It's a tough choice.
And Alma is here. I hope you're feeling better, Alma. I know you've been through the ringer there lately, so. Erica says, I don't know what you think, but I think Daniel Garcia wants to let out his anger against the Young Bucks because they stood there last week and watched Moxley destroy Orange Cassidy. Yeah, he was pretty mad. He's pretty mad. So they had this thing with Jack Perry with him, but and that's kind of, I think everybody is just mad at everybody because of what Moxley is doing. I think that's the real story.
True.
It is very hard to keep up with Moxley sometimes. I will agree with that. And Christine is not a fan of the Elite.
I agree with you, Christine.
Happy birthday, Alma. Her birthday is on the 27th.
Happy birthday.
It's the Battle of the Evil Empires. Oh, gosh, I hope not.
Please, God, no.
I do not want to see the Elite versus Moxley's faction. No. If they do that, I'm done.
I'm done.
It needs to be a super ooper Team AEW babyface, not them.
Yes, anybody but them.
Yeah, Darby Allin. Or I would even say Orange Cassidy over them.
Yes, and that's how much I really despise them. I'm rooting for Orange Cassidy. You know something's wrong.
Yes.
You know it's bad.
Well, see, the thing is that Orange Cassidy is very Team AEW. He just got wiped out by those guys too. So if you need somebody, it would either have to be a Darby Allin, an Orange Cassidy. You know, I would say Eddie Kingston, but he's not going to be there for until May. So that would be a
Sammy
really
Guevara.
long reign of terror for Moxley. Of course, they could probably make it work if they wanted to, but you know, I don't know.
I don't know.
So
Yeah, that's a tough call.
it is. All right, let's move on. And we'll talk about Sammy Guevara versus Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin had an awesome in-ring debut in AEW last week against Leo Rush. I know some people were critiquing it, saying that the match was a little too long. I'll say the match was a little too long. I'll agree with that, but I don't agree with the fact that where people say that he should have just totally annihilated Leo Rush. Leo Rush did get some offense in, and I think he deserves a little bit of getting a little offense in. He's not a newbie. He's a very seasoned wrestler. He's been in the game for a while, and he's a good contender. So I was happy with the way this match went. It was a little long, but I don't think that I'm glad that, you know, they didn't just have Shelton just completely squash the junk out of him. So
amen. I mean, Leo Rush is still a bona fide, legit, star. He's not like some jobber. So
right,
yeah, look good. I hate to see Sammy lose this because he's just coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Got the belts with Dustin. So it's like, why would you have Sammy just lose right now? So something's got to happen where Swerve interferes or something. I don't want to see Sammy get pinned. I just feel like way too soon. Like Sammy's supposedly one of the pillars,
right?
Like just I don't know.
If Swerve like interrupts and makes it a disqualification,
something
type
like
thing.
that.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know what they would do here.
Because Shelton doesn't need to win.
Shelton needs a win. Shelton does need to win. But he
so?
doesn't need to lose. But Sammy doesn't need to lose either.
Yeah,
so
that's a tough one. Sammy doesn't need to lose. Shelton's too new, so he doesn't need it. So yeah, there's got to be a DQ or a no contest or time limit draw, something like that.
Well, whatever it is, they did something, and I am going to praise AEW once again on they announced a match, Ray, 2 weeks in advance for Dynamite. Next week, Dynamite for AEW Dynamite Fright Night is going to be Shelton Benjamin versus Swerve Strickland. And I was like, oh, they announced something in advance. What is this?
Yeah, that's going to be the intro to Bobby Lashley.
Yes, I hope so. I 100%. Hope so.
100%.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Wow, 7 comments. Y'all are talkative today. I love it. Keep doing it.
Yes, the more the merrier.
Orange Cassidy might be turning heel soon because he didn't help Team AEW on Collision. See, there's our Collision reporter once again.
There's our Collision reporter. I would be happy if he turned heel. Or if he just turned and went to TNA, that'd be great too.
What if
he joined
Moxley? What would you do if he joined Moxley?
Oh my God! Didn't that have to be two episodes of Tinkle Time? There'd be Tinkle Time, the revised version. Oh my God! Oh my God! You're putting out there some horrible stuff, Marie. What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? Why would you put that out in the atmosphere? Why would you say that?
What? Why
would you even contemplate thinking something horrific like that? Orange Cassidy heel joining the mic? Oh my God!
I'm being a good boy.
Oh, you're poking the bear. Why? I thought we were friends. We have a great show. Why are you stirring the pot? Oh, it's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Guys, support me on this. Comment below. Tell Marie to stop. Tell her to stop.
No. I'm innocent.
You are
I'm
so
a
guil oh my
cute
god, you just picked
I'm
the
an
worst one out
adorable
there.
little angel, and
I see the
like
horns
Eddie
growing in the
said,
back of your
I'm
head.
being a good little girl. I'm
You're I see the pitchfork. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Wishing that horribleness on me. Oh my god. I don't think I have enough water in my house.
Oh, goodness.
I have to go to the grocery store if that happened.
Christine
Oh,
says that she doesn't want Sammy Guevara or, Shelton Benjamin to lose. I agree.
I agree.
Sammy Guevara went to Tony Khan's office, challenged Shelton to the match. That it was announced on Collision.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, his death wish.
Yes, exactly. Shelton's a beast.
Elvis, you better be careful. You might get kicked off.
Yeah, I think he needs to be blocked. You know, Elvis eats his own burgers. I think that's really disgusting.
This is I'm doing this on behalf of Ray, since he doesn't have the buttons in front of him. So this is from Ray to Elvis.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
Exactly.
Yes, I did hear about this, that Anna Jay did beat Mariah May on Collision. It was a non-titles match, so she will have a women's championship match in the future. I don't know if you deserve that, Elvis.
No, Elvis deserves nothing.
The BCC beat Dark Order. Yeah, I knew they had a match, but I wasn't sure where it was. And then I was like, Battle at the Belts. What belts was being contended? And then I remembered, oh wait, Wheeler Yuta, Pac, and
So they're still
Claudio
called the
had the
BCC.
trios. I forgot they were champions.
Like, what is this for? What belt are they defending? The belt?
Oh wait, they
No.
had the trios titles.
No,
Remember?
the trios belts, yeah. So they're still called the BCC. I didn't know that. So
I guess
so.
I don't know.
Okay, I guess
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
call them that.
I wouldn't know. I call it really bad.
Tony Storm is doing stuff in New Japan right now. I'm sure she'll be back soon. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on Collision. Maybe we need to start watching Collision, right?
Oh, I think I'm forced to start watching Collision because this when he's posting this, I'm like, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, them versus Top Flight on Collision. So
okay, I got to start watching Collision. I got to either record it and watch it the next day because I got to keep up on this because I'm so out of the loop.
yeah.
So
I mean, Saturdays are hard.
Saturday's impossible.
Family
I'm
days.
doing a lot of stuff with family or whatever, the wife.
Family, football, and the like. So it's hard. All right, so let's move on to the women's division. We have Queen Aminata versus Camille. They've been doing a nice little job of building up Queen Aminata lately and making her a contender against Mercedes Moné and giving some light in the areas of the AEW women's division that you normally wouldn't find. So I'm not dogging this at all. This is great.
Once again, the S word's coming out again. Storyline.
Story.
I can't believe it. Her and Mercedes, and good for the Queen. I think she's a great in-ring worker.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Camille, I like the idea of her being a bodyguard for Mercedes. I think that's a good use of her.
Yeah. You know, some way, somehow, Chris Statlander is going to get involved.
Really?
Yeah, because her and Camille have a feud. Apparently, Chris Statlander just turned face again. I don't know what happened
out
there.
of nowhere. It's
out
like,
nowhere.
I'm sorry, I know you love Adam Cole, but him turning this with MJF into him being the baby face and MJF being the bad guy makes zero sense.
I call a spade a spade. As much as I love Adam Cole and he's the king, this makes no sense either.
No, it doesn't.
I was being mean to show you that you were mean. I'm like, what? You fight evil with evil. I'm like, okay.
Didn't your mama teach you when you were little that 2 wrongs don't make a right? I mean, that's what my mama told me.
That's what I was always taught.
Just saying.
It was crazy.
Wait. There are a lot of complaints about Monet. They are saying strip her and get her off the show. Why?
Yeah. I think she's great in the ring.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know that's going on behind the scenes. I don't know.
Elvis, you shoot your shot and tell me how it goes.
Yeah, block him. Block him. I don't want anyone to know what he's talking about. He's gone. He's off the list.
He's asking if he has a chance with Britt now that her and Adam aren't together anymore.
Oh,
like, try.
Go shot, bro. I don't know.
Please record. Please record it.
Yeah, he made that public on Twitter, I think, or one of those sites. He had an interview and he announced that him and Britt.
It was the same interview that he talked about his injury.
Oh, you guys sent me the whole thing. Then I want to read it because I saw that little snippet. But yeah, okay, thank you.
And Camille versus Chris next week on Dynamite. It was also announced on Collision. We are so
wow. Okay. Collision is turning into the B show or the A plus show. I don't know.
I'm
missing this.
See, look, all of their story, actual build-up happens on Collision, and then Dynamite is just a bunch of random stuff, and we're like, what's going on?
Yeah, so Collision's the storyline show. I get it now. So I'm watching the wrong show.
Yeah, sounds like it. We have the House of Black in action.
Finally.
I'm guessing since they didn't announce any opponents for the House of Black, that it's a squash match.
Yes. And I'm okay with that.
What direction would you have them go in? I mean, I wouldn't have them touching Moxley because they're supposed to be scary.
Yeah, I think I would have them. Wow, I don't know. That's a good question. I literally would have Malachi go after a singles title. It could still be a group, but I'll go after singles belts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have Malachi Black destroy Okada or go after Perry or somebody like that.
I never thought I would hear you say the words, have Malachi destroy Okada.
I would love to see that. Timmy would be upset, but oh well.
Yeah. What if they were on Ring of Honor and he went after someone like Brian Cage or something?
There you go. You can go after Brian. Yeah, he's a new TV champion, right?
He is.
So there you go. Oh my goodness.
How long is Collision? Is Collision 5 hours long? Because all this stuff happens on it.
Does it start at 7 and end at 1 in the morning? Like, what am I missing?
I know FTR, my favorite tag team of all time, is on Collision, and I love them, but Saturday nights are a horrible time for me to watch it. And then I'm going to be honest, guys. I have, in the past couple months, I've been working with my therapist to get me a diagnosis in ADHD, so I forget things very easily. So I record Collision every week, and then I forget to watch it.
I'm going to start recording it because I feel like I'm so out of the loop with that show.
Yeah.
And maybe watch it on Sundays.
MJF versus Adam Cole in a garbage truck match. Oh my goodness. Dude. Calm down.
Calm down. Go back to eating your boogers. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
What is wrong with this dude? Such a hater. Such an Adam Cole hater. Timmy Gonzalez, please have my back on that.
You know what? Forget Swerve versus Adam Page. Forget Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. The real feud of the year is Ray Alday versus Elvis.
100%. And he keeps coming at me for no reason. I've done nothing to this doofus. I don't understand. Why?
Speaking of doofuses, well, not really. He's not a doofus, but he's with a doofus. He's in the doofus's family anyway.
Oh
We
yeah,
hear
he's
from
with
Kyle
the
Fletcher.
Doofus Callis family.
Yes. And
good for Kyle. I told you this turn was happening, so that was
yeah.
inevitable.
Okay, so they had that little thing, and he got to say his little piece without any interruption. So, do you expect to hear anything from Will Ospreay during this, or do you think it's too soon?
I think it's too. No, I think Will come in, maybe get pounced by the group because he's too prideful to not to let Kyle just talk about him. Because Kyle's gonna say some really bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good feud, but this gives Ospreay some time to build a feud with him, and keep him away from the world title for a little while.
Right.
Like I
Right.
see what Tony's doing. He's trying to keep everybody in a meaningful feud, but yet not focusing on the world title right now.
Right. Right. It doesn't have to be about a title. These two are friends, and
Exactly.
and real friends too, not just like the MJF and Adam Cole thing,
Yeah,
but
they're
like
legit friends.
right. Right. So it hits a little harder. It cuts a little deeper. So I would almost have someone like, I don't know, because we don't watch Collision, so I don't know what is happening right now. Apparently, maybe like a Kyle O'Reilly who has had affiliations with Will Ospreay through the conglomeration type thing. Maybe have him come and address Kyle Fletcher or something, and maybe set up like a match with him in the next week or two. And then Will Ospreay can make his presence known during something like that.
You need a build up for this. So yeah, Kyle has to fight somebody else first. I agree with you 100%.
Right, Kyle versus Kyle.
There you go.
Kyle will win. I am sure of that.
I 100%. Whoever gets pinned, it will be Kyle.
He will be the Kyle of all Kyles.
Exactly. This is the battle of the Kyles.
Christine says that WWE wants Malachi Black back. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Triple
you?
H always liked him.
His wife is there, so it makes sense.
Kyle Fletcher had a match on Collision.
Oh my goodness.
This show must be like 5 hours long because everything happens on that thing.
I'm saying this show's got to start at 7 and end at 1 in the morning. Like, what am I like? Oh my god.
Shane says that Ospreay needs to respond to Kyle. This could be a great feud. Yeah,
Amen.
Absolutely. I'm not saying never respond. I'm just saying milk it. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
And now it's time for Tinkle Time with Ray all day.
The main event of the evening will be the Ring of Honor World Championship. Will be, and I spelled that wrong. Hold on a second. I accidentally hit the letter D. It will be in a ladder match. Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho. I swear to the good. I swear on everything that is good. Ray, if Mark Briscoe loses, I'm going to be upset.
I will be beyond upset to see him get the nueve. Oh my god. Don't do this to me.
It's not really about Chris Jericho getting another world title. It's about the current Chris Jericho getting a world title.
Exactly. This one can't get a world title.
Okay.
He can't be a world champion. Please,
keep talking. I need to get off of camera for like a half a second. I'll be right back. Just keep talking about that.
He cannot win the championship. This will make me nauseous. Chris Jericho has been champion enough times. He doesn't need this. Briscoe's a star and is growing with the company. So why would you put the belt on Chris? Learning Tree is awful. And every time I see it, I want to pluck my eyebrows out.
Wow.
Yes, this is that bad. And I don't think I have enough water. So I have to go to the store before this match and load up. This is going to be a super deluxe Tinkle Time. Oh my goodness, this is just awful.
And the thing is, I love Mark Briscoe so much. I love him. He's probably outside. Okay, Eddie Kingston's not available right now because he's injured.
Mhm.
And FTR is a tag team, so I wouldn't even count them out of the single star wrestlers. Mark Briscoe is probably my favorite on the show right now.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't want him to lose like this. When he does lose, I want it to be to someone who needs it and who can do something with it and not something stupid because Chris Jericho has an ego problem. I don't know.
Yes. Chris doesn't need it.
No.
Why are you going to put the belt on him? Like,
and the thing is I don't know if it's really Chris Jericho's doing or if it's the writing team or Tony Khan or whoever's making these decisions. But since probably 2022, Jericho has been wearing out his welcome in storylines and making them go longer than they should. Okay, Eddie Kingston, him and Eddie Kingston, that match that they had at Revolution 2022, it should have ended there. But no, they kept going on and they had that horrible death match thing. I was there in person for that, by the way, and it was awful. It was so bad that you could visibly see the frustration, and not just about the match. He was actually upset with how bad that match was. Eddie Kingston hated that match. He hated it. It was awful. And Jericho had to win. And that was awful. And then all of this stuff with Sammy Guevara being with him and then not being with him and then being with him again and then not being with him. And gosh, the Adam Cole stuff with Jericho was bad.
I was there for that. That was awful.
Horrible, horrible. And it's been like that. I'm like, okay, that's enough. You know, it should have been over. It should have been over. And I'm not saying that Jericho needs to lose all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But when there has been a definite stopping point, a definite, okay, this is a good way to end the storyline. They keep going. They keep going. And it's awful.
Awful. Like, I was there live when Adam Cole fought Jericho, and it was a I Quit match, I think. It was in Long Island. One of the worst matches I've ever seen. You could hear crickets because it was so silent. It was such an awful, boring match. And you could see Adam Cole like, oh my God, let's just get this over with, because Jericho just was botching everything. It was awful.
Yeah.
So I agree with you 100%. Like, you lost, move on to another person. Try to recruit somebody else for this horrible tree.
I don't know. Maybe
and build the tree out.
Maybe build up a Ring of Honor World Championship program on Ring of Honor.
What a shock.
Just saying.
Notice you never see Athena on Collision, Rampage, none of them.
Nope.
I only see her on Ring of Honor.
Yep.
I wonder why. Oh, that's right.
She's the face of that brand.
Face of that brand.
Y'all are talkative today, and I love it. Kyle O'Reilly had an excellent match against Okada at Battle of the Belts. Well, good for him. Christine wants Jericho to retire. I wouldn't say that I want Jericho to retire, but Jericho needs to maybe go away for a little while and then come back with something else besides the learning tree.
Yes.
Because as a whole, I don't dislike Chris Jericho. I like Chris Jericho. I really liked him as a kid. He's always going to have a very special place in my heart, but my goodness, I hate this stuff that he's doing right now.
Oh, it's just awful.
No, Shane, don't put that out in the atmosphere. No.
Yes, see, that's your gift for putting that Orange Cassidy.
No, Mark Briscoe doesn't need to be with the Dark Order either. No. Let's not do that.
Yeah, see, this karma for putting out that Orange Cassidy garbage nonsense. Thank you, Shane.
And then, of course, Moxley is still going to be here creating havoc and not answering anybody's questions. I thought we were going to get a little bit more clarity last week on what's going on. No.
Just random violence.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay. It is Moxley after all.
100%. I wish I knew where this was going. I have absolutely no idea. Everybody who I know is telling me this is nothing to do with Shane. So I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
I don't even have a decent clue to give you any insight as to, well, after putting all the pieces to the puzzle, this is what I think is going to, I have no idea.
And it's funny, he goes, I don't like the direction that AEW is currently going. And I'm sitting over here like, well, me neither, John Moxley, but you're beating up the wrong people. You're beating up people who are never on TV. So, like Dark Order, never on TV.
Hey.
Private Party, until recently, never on TV. Commander, never on TV. You're beating up the wrong people.
Who are we going to beat up next? AR Fox? Jump him. That's the next guy that's going to get his hand broken or his leg broken. AR Fox.
Oh, poor AR Fox. I love him. He's such a nice guy.
But that would be the perfect person for him to jump. Someone you never see.
Right?
Hey, beats up these randos. I'm like, what?
What is happening on this show? This show.
5-hour show.
Gosh.
Wow.
I will have to say, even though I'm a little bit confused and I don't know what they're doing with it, there's something about John Moxley that is always intriguing, though. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be kind of bad. The way he carries himself when he's doing it is always
fantastic.
Interesting, at least.
Yeah, he's very good at it on the mic. And
right.
his ring work is top notch. I just know where they're going with this angle. It's so confusing.
Yes. Well, that's the show tonight. I'm going to be interested. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it tonight or not. I guess I'll know if Adam Cole takes a bump or not, because you will be the first person to tell me if he does.
I'll be the first person to text you, hey, where's my merch? Oh, my goodness. I'll be all over that. So I'm
AEW gift card in cart.
That's
waiting
right.
to go.
I just need him to get it could be a fan that jumps him and kicks him in the head. I'm okay with that too. It could be some random.
No, I'm not okay with that. I want it to be somebody safe.
All right. It could be Action Andrade, who just decides out of nowhere to just randomly turn and hit him.
That's AEW, anything makes sense over here, okay?
I'm cool with it. Let's go. Could be Evil
I heard about that. I don't know what show it was on. It must have been Collision.
That's the joke of the night. What's 5 hours long that gives you all the information?
Apparently so.
Apparently Collision. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Me and Maria are sorry. I have to start recording that show.
See, they say that Dynamite is their flagship show. So if you can only watch one, that would be it. Well, apparently not. All the stories are happening on Collision.
Apparently. I am so like, wow, okay. And it's live. That I know. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show. We might have some news about the show in the coming days or weeks, so make sure you pay attention. But other than that, we should be here again next week, ready to go for Shelton Benjamin versus Swerve Strickland. So excited about that.
Amen. See you guys next week.
I think they also announced that is Queen Aminata facing Mercedes that night too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that as well. So excited about all of this. And we'll see y'all then.
Thank you guys for watching.